Hello, YouTube family. Auntie is here. It's time for Curls and Scoop. And wait, on the East Coast, it's getting a little chilly. I said, "Ugh, we need more curls on our head." It's time for Curls and Scoop and Giggles, My Faces, and Hugs. Come on, let's get it in. I'm knocking over the stuff that they sent me. Michelle Obama is on her way to Philadelphia. They sent me cookies. They sent me candles. She's coming to the Met Friday, November 18th for the new book, The Light We Carry, all about doing the balancing act in our lives with whatever we go through. It's a follow-up to her bestseller, Becoming. Trevor Noah leaving The Daily Show after 7 years. He's 38 years old. He says there's more to life. Now, there's no date planned for his exit. Maybe he'll do the entire season, but he's ready to step on. Could it be because he's dating the pop star Dua Lipa? And they're dating because they were kissing and they got the photos. They've been out on dates and stuff. Trevor Noah, 7 years ago, we didn't know who he was. He was a South African comic, actor, commentator, and everyone, when he took over for Jon Stewart, it was like, who this guy? We know who Trevor Noah is today, and he says he wants to see more than life. You know what's interesting? Millennials and Gen Xers, they don't believe in staying in jobs forever. They don't, or maybe a career. They're going to do something else. But for him to step away, they have no idea who's going to take his place. They're probably scrambling now, but he's deciding to leave. You just notice the mindset of millennials and Gen X. They're like, we want to do something else, or there's more to life. For me, doing what I do for 40 years, not the same place, but to be doing it for 40 years, it's an anomaly. And when I say I've been doing it for 40 years, I usually get looks like this. I'm like, really? I guess because I love doing it. I'm a baby boomer. We'll be like a whole lot of change. But millennials and Gen X, they're not scared of the change. What will he do next? Well, the doors are open for him. He could do stand-up for the rest of his life or commentating. But the pool of late-night hosts is getting smaller. James Corden is also leaving CBS. He's giving up. He wants to go back to, his life in England. He'll probably continue to do things, but the pool of late night talent is getting smaller. Hocus Pocus, the Sanderson sisters are back. This new Hocus Pocus 2 is an original Disney movie with Kathy Najimy, Bette Midler, Sarah Jessica Parker. The first one came out 29 years ago, and they're I don't know if they're bringing it up to date. I haven't seen it yet, but they brought the ladies back together, and this is Hocus Pocus 2. It's streaming on Disney Plus. I've always been under the understanding that if you sing in gospel music, you like one step closer to the Lord. So you want to exhibit qualities that draws people in. Not so much with gospel sensation Kim Burrell. This woman has an amazing voice, but the nastiest attitude ever. And this whole year, she has been showing you who she really is. She was on the Tamron Hall show. I don't even know what she went on there for initially, but she went right into feuding with Yolanda Adams. Who knew? She's telling us. And, she was trying to go in, and Tamron said, she's a friend of mine. I'm from Texas. And Kim Burrell said, well, I'm from Texas. And Yolanda Adams is from Texas. These Texas women. Tamron wasn't having it, and she shut it down. Kim Burrell has just made disparaging comments. There's been no filter. It's like, girl, what's wrong with you? Talk about people being poor and how they dress, and you singing for the Lord. You're supposed that goodness it's supposed to shine because you want to draw people in. Not Kim Burrell. I don't know who her publicist is, who her people are. They can't sit her down and say, I want you to listen to some of your songs you sing, and we want to see you act these songs, not be this mean, bitter. It's a shame. It really is a shame to see Kim Burrell because she has a great voice. Tickets are on sale for Black Adam. Black Adam is the DC comic with The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I know that Viola Davis is in it, and Aldous Hodge is in it, and Pierce Brosnan is in it, one of the James Bond guys. But this movie comes out October 21st, and tickets are on sale now. There's a show on Hulu I'm very excited to see, Reasonable Doubt. Anytime you see actor Michael Ealy with them gorgeous eyes, he's just always up to no good. And if it's another man's wife, girlfriend, he right on the scene. It is streaming now on Hulu. I said I'm going to make it a point to check it out. Singer Ed Sheeran is in trouble again. He's being sued. He's being told to stand trial. He had a song, big hit, Thinking Out Loud in 2014. Well, the Marvin Gaye escape says, that sounds an awful lot like Let's Get It On. And it didn't help that Ed Sheeran would do shows and do a verse of Thinking Out Loud, then do a verse of Let's Get It On. The Marvin Gaye estate don't play. And there's a lot of people. People think it's just those kids. No, it's a lot of people, because you had people who wrote songs for Marvin Gaye. So the Marvin estate is huge and a lot of people in it. They are coming after Ed Sheeran. Now he's got a stand trial. A few years ago, it was all about Robin Thicke, Blurred Lines, saying it sounds too much like Got to Give It Up. What would cure this problem of plagiarism if people would just start being original? There is so much sampling going on, and this is what happens when you don't utilize musicians. If everything is done in a computer, utilize musicians and you will get original music. There's a lot of sampling. It is. You just be surprised. You see some of these people, they just sampling stars. Y'all better know. Y'all going to have to give the money to the people that owns that music. Next week, Tabitha Brown is coming to Philadelphia, Cooking from the Spirit. She has a show on the Food Network that had moved to the afternoon. But she's vegan cook. She's a social media influencer. She's written some great stuff, all out. Positive woman, and she is coming to Philadelphia. She's doing this bookstore. She could be coming to a city near you. Cooking from the Spirit. It's all vegan recipes, and I know she's making her first stop in Philadelphia, and certainly cannot wait to see her. Talked about Michelle Obama, the Isley Brothers. The new album, Make Me Say It Again, is out. It features Beyonce, El DeBarge, Philip Bailey, Snoop, Trey Songz. Wonderful project. I'm telling you, we did this top 5, fast 5 or something. It sounded really good, and we've been doing it all weekend on, where I work, iHeartRadio. But wow, the Isley Brothers, when you think they've been making records since 1959. I think it was Twist and Shout. I'll Always Love You. They've done so many songs. Twist and Shout. Make Me Want to Shout. Twist and Shout. Yeah, Make Me Want to Shout, which they include in their shows. Don't get me to thinking it's Friday and my brain is like, we tired, so stop trying to think. But it was in 1959 when the Isley Brothers burst onto the scene. So just think about all of that great music. And the new album is out, and it's good to see the Isley Brothers going strong. Here in Philadelphia, we're doing their music all weekend long. When you think of those great Isley Brothers classics, we are going to be playing them. Now, don't forget, there is a weekend edition. Yes, for those who say, I want pictures. There are pictures, and there's a weekend edition. So do check it out. LaShawna Simon puts it together for me. We're coming back on Monday. You know, the new Black Panther trailer is going to drop. The ladies are on Elle magazine. Tickets go on sale around the country for Black Panther 2, which opens in theaters on November the 11th. So there's a lot of like hype, and there's a lot of excitement going on as we march towards Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, November the 11th. Have a great weekend. Let's continue to keep those in Florida, on the coast, in South Carolina and North Carolina, as that Hurricane Ian, which I'm sure will turn into a tropical storm, just continues to go up the coast. And yesterday, the young quarterback for the Miami Dolphins suffered a terrible head injury. And he had suffered another head injury on Sunday. Head injuries and concussions are nothing to play with. He probably shouldn't have been cleared to play this game because he took a hit to the head. We can't be taking too many hits to the head. It just isn't good. And as much as, we may get excited and geared up about football, it's a violent sport. Very violent sport. And these men put their lives on the line. I hope that he listens. I know the team wants him. I hope he sits out for a little bit, because some head injuries, they are nothing to play with. Have a great weekend. Subscribe to the channel. You don't want to just watch. You don't want to miss anything. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up. Most importantly, have a great weekend. And thanks for joining me. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.